Hello everyone. Uh, our class today is about an important tense in English grammar, and this tense is something that most of the students find very difficult and challenging, and they confuse it with other tenses. So I'm going to focus on the form of this tense and when can we use this tense in English. So our lesson today is about present perfect and present perfect continuous and how we can use them in our everyday life and in our conversation as well. When it comes to present perfect, uh, the form of the present perfect, we have the subject and then we have or has, depending on the subject. If we have he, she, it, or something like Jack or Salwa or the cat, we use has. Other subjects we use have, and the past participle form of the verb, like when we say write, wrote, written. So write is the present participle, wrote is the past, the simple past, and written is the past participle, or what we call the third form. This is if the verb is irregular. If the verb is regular, we just add ed, like arrive, arrived, arrived. Okay. And also, we can use uh, have and has to make questions. So we can say she has recently arrived. She has recently arrived. And if you want to make this sentence is the present perfect. If you want to make it a question, has she arrived yet? Has she arrived yet? We use it because we use it with questions. And she hasn't arrived yet. She hasn't arrived yet. So we can use have and has here to make negative and questions. We don't need the do support. Okay. So this is the form of the present perfect. It's very important to know when you can use the present perfect. And this is a very important idea to understand in English to be able to use the tense in the correct way. Uh, if we have unspecified time in the past, if we are talking about the past, but we don't specify the time, in this case, we can use both tenses. We can use simple past and present perfect, but native speakers usually, if they don't specify the time, if you don't tell the time, they use present perfect, like uh, he has passed the exam. He has passed the exam. When? We don't know, but most likely because we are using the present perfect, most likely it's recently. It's something recent. If I use the simple past here, it means it happened uh, a good time ago. Okay, like he passed the exam. But when I say he has passed the exam, it means something which is very recent. Okay. Uh, the second usage for the present perfect, which is very common in English, when we are talking about something or an action that started in the past and continued to the present, and it may continue uh, in the future as well, or stop at the moment of speaking. Like when I say he has worked in Aramco since 2010. So he started working in Aramco in 2010. Up to now, he is still working in Aramco. He might continue in the future. Okay. So in this case, we should use the present perfect tense. Can I use the simple past here? No. We cannot say he worked in Aramco since 2010. Okay. So you have to use the present perfect in this sentence. So if you are talking about anything from the past to the present, use the present perfect. If I want to talk about or ask about the number of times an action happened or never happened, in this case, I have to use the present perfect tense. Okay. I say I have visited the UK 2 times. I have visited the UK 2 times. Although I'm talking about the past, we use the present perfect. Why? Because I'm talking about the period since of my birth up to the moment of speaking, since my birth up to the moment of speaking. In this case, I'm talking about past to present. Remember, past to present, it means present perfect tense. So I have visited the UK 2 times. We use the present perfect. I have never visited the UK in my life. Also, I use the present perfect. Usually, the present perfect tense uses some time references or adverbs like since, for, recent, lately, till, until, uh, up to now, so far, yet, just, never, and ever. So all of these time references are usually used with the present perfect tense. Okay, why? Because the time reference in this the time is not specified. We don't know exactly when. So when I say for, recently, lately, till, until now, so the time is not specified in general in these time references. Okay. Present perfect continuous. The form of the present perfect continuous, we use the subject plus have and or has depending on the subject. Then we use been, verb with ing. Like I have been working all the day. So we use have been working all the day. If the subject is she, we say she has or he has, but I, we, you, they, we use have. The present perfect tense, present perfect continuous tense is similar to the present perfect, but the difference, we focus on the continuity of the action. It's usually for something happened or started in the past, continuing to the present, and the focus here is on the continuity of the action, that the action lasted or has lasted for a long time. And usually we have a result related to the action. That, for example, here, I'm exhausted. I have been working all the day. So when I say present perfect continuous, I focus on the process itself. But when I use the present perfect, I focus on the result. If I say I have worked all the day, it means the result I have finished now. But if I say I'm exhausted, I have been working all the day, it means that I'm very tired because I have been working all the day. So the focus on the process of working itself, not the result that I have finished. Okay. Why I relate? I have been waiting for 2 hours. So we use here the present perfect continuous to focus on the process. It means that I'm angry. I have been waiting for you for 2 hours. But if I say I have waited for 2 hours, so the result I'm not waiting now. So this is the difference between the present perfect and the present perfect continuous. Students usually confuse the present perfect with the simple past, and it's very important to know the difference between them. When I say simple past, the time should be specified. Last week, in 1919, 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago, anything with ago. So I saw Ahmed 2 hours ago. I saw Ahmed 2 hours ago. So the time is specified, but in the case of the present perfect, the time is usually not specified. I have just seen Ahmed win. Just, we don't know what it means recently. So this is the first difference. In the case of the simple past, there is no relation to the present at all. No relation to the present at all. I say I played football yesterday. It has nothing to do with the present. But in the case of present perfect, there should be some relation to the present. Okay. It's wet outside. It has rained. Okay, when I look through the window, I see it's wet outside. In this case, I can't say it has rained. Why? Because there is some relation to the present. Uh, the soil or the land outside is still wet, so there is relation to the present. But if I look out, or if I look through my window and there is nothing, the land or the soil is or the floor is dry, I cannot say it has rained. There should be some indication that it has rained. Okay, so this is the main difference between simple past and the present perfect, and usually students confuse these two tenses together. So be careful. Time is specified with the simple past, no relation to the present. Time is not specified, and there should be some kind of relation to the present and the present perfect. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to meet you in other classes. Okay, thank you.